I've been doing some kitchen scrap farming, and this is what's happening. I had a little video clip about planting lemon seeds. I saved a whole bunch of lemon seeds, and I waited until they sprouted. I used the paper towel method. I'll show you that here in a minute. But I still have a couple in there that are just now starting to sprout. But anyway, I planted a couple seeds in here, and this was the first to come up, and it's doing very nicely. That's right from a lemon seed. This one's doing nicely too. It's just coming up. This one has been up for a little bit too. Then they're all from the same lemon, so I've got 3 of them coming up anyway. I think I started 6 seeds altogether. And then the other day I had a tomato that was getting soft. It was still edible, so I ate most of it. But I took a slice of it, and I saw this somewhere on YouTube where somebody just planted a slice of tomato. So I took some potting mix, and this was just 3 days ago. And the little tomatoes are coming up. So I'm going to see how they do, and if they do, I'm going to plant them in my garden. So that's pretty exciting for me. But this is just from stuff that would have gone in the recycle. So I'm having fun with it. And I'll show you here in a minute the other little seeds that I still have that are just starting to sprout. I'll be right back. So here are the little seedlings, the 3 that are still left. These have taken a while to sprout, and I didn't think they were going to do anything, but I left them anyway. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to put these on a little dark background. Maybe then you can see it better. So these are going to need to go in the ground shortly, because these are the last of the 6 that I did. And if you can, sorry about that, if you can see the little root is starting to come out. The seed is splitting. So that one needs to go in the ground. I think I even see a little couple of leaves in there trying to get out. And this one has also got a little tail sprouting. And this one is, this one is just starting. So all 6 of them have sprouted, and I just had them in a damp paper towel. You can go back and see the other video how I did it, in a plastic bag. Now it's taken about at least a month for all of them to sprout, but yeah, I'm real happy about that. So these 3 will go in here. Then when they get a little bigger, I'm going to plant them in a bigger pot. And this one will just stay in here. This one had a lemon. I keep watering it, hoping it'll come back. You know, sometimes little trees do. But oh, it was so cute. A friend gave it to me, and I went to Florida and nobody watered it, and it got too dry. So I just thought I would try another one in there. So that's pretty exciting. So you can plant things from seeds, from produce that you've kept. Oh, and one other thing. I got this. This is an upcycle thing. I got this jar from a candle, and the opening of it is just big enough to hold a K-cup. So I have an avocado seed that just fits in there. The bottom of that way you don't have to poke it with the toothpicks to keep it, out of water. So I just planted this in here, and we'll see how that works. And I'll see if I can get this avocado to sprout. But it's like is it Kretke system? I'm probably not pronouncing that right. Anyway, it's a hydroponic thing, and I have 3 more jars like this. And I'm going to save my K-cups, and I'm going to plant some seeds in there, and have little hydroponic gardens. I think I'm going to have to spray this black though, because otherwise algae will grow in the water. But this is just an experiment. I'm trying it out. So anyway, that's my gardening adventure for the day. And let me see what else I have going on. This is a candle I upcycled. I made from all old candle scraps that I had from the little jar candles that I burn. And I put 2 wicks in it. I had a video on this earlier too. And it's burning beautifully. And it looks really nice. And it scents my kitchen up very nicely. And today I'm going to feed my starters. I didn't feed them yesterday, so today they're going to be pretty hungry. And I'm going to try and feed it a little later today, and then maybe bake some bread tomorrow. But I took a loaf out from the other day that I had made 2 loaves of bread, and that was too much for me. So I just ended up putting half of the loaf in the fridge, so now I'm experimenting to see if it's going to rise enough. So I took this out at 9 a.m. this morning, and it is starting to rise. Now it's 11:30. I'm going to let it rise for about 4 hours since it was cold. I greased my baking pan with coconut oil, and then I just cover this with a shower cap. You can get these for $1, a whole box of them at Dollar Tree, and that's what I use. So it is rising. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I made a loaf last week that was absolutely gorgeous. Then I made another loaf that I let overproof. So now I know what that is, because that one didn't rise very well at all. But this one seems like it's liking it. And I put it in I turn my oven light on, and I put it in my microwave. And it seems that keeps it just warm enough where it doesn't over-rise, but it keeps it warm enough where it likes it. So I'm going to see how that works too. So I've got a day of experiments going on here, and we'll see how it works. I also bottled up this orange peel, orange rind, and vinegar, and I put a little bit of essential peppermint oil in here. I want to see if it'll get rid of the the ants that I'm having. There's some coming in. I don't know why. It's very strong smelling, but this is what it is after I put it through a sieve. And you can clean with it. It's supposed to be good for bugs. So I'll see how that works. Anyway, just trying to save a few dollars and use what I have. Coffee time. And my favorite coffee cup. I've had it for years. I have 2 of them. And it just reminds me of a little French bistro. So that's what I like drinking my coffee out of. I've got a million coffee mugs, but you get your favorite, and that's mine. So anyway, March has been a no-spend month. Well, low-spend month. It's never a no-spend month. So I've been continuing to shop my freezers, shop my pantry, trying to come up with some creative dishes to decrease waste and to increase my savings. And so far, March has been pretty good. February, I fell off the wagon. I don't know what happened there. But so starting March 1st, I got right back on there. And I've been doing pretty well this month. I bought a couple of things that I know I didn't need them, but I bought them anyway. Because you have to treat yourself every now and then, or it's going to be a failure anyway. So Let me see. Oh, today, when I was looking through my freezer, I found some seitan that I had stuffed in there, and it was at the bottom of one of the drawers, and it was gyro meat seitan, gyro flavored seitan. So I've been eating that with my home-baked sourdough, and I found some gyro, I guess it's called, flatbread in there. So I don't have any tomatoes. I do have an avocado. I don't have any cucumbers. I do have some onions. So for dinner, I want to make a gyro, and I'm going to use that seitan meat. I'm going to saute it a little bit in a pan, and I'm going to have that with lettuce because I do still have some lettuce. I have some salsa, so I'll throw that on there. It's going to not be a true Middle Eastern with the tzatziki sauce and everything. But I thought I would use the salsa in lieu of the tomatoes, and I'm going to use some ranch dressing instead of the tzatziki sauce. So it'll be good, you know. And then I thought, well, I could probably grind up the seitan as well and make it into some tacos because I have still some hard taco shells that I want to use up. So I'm just trying to be real creative with my cooking and my spending and trying to make it fun. You know, it doesn't have to be drudgery. It can be a very creative process, so that's what I'm trying to do with it. So anyway, that's what's happening in my little world. And what do you guys do for, you know, if you're running low on provisions and you have to improvise one thing for another? What creative ideas do you come up with to get you through the month or the week when you're at the end of the grocery cycle and you need to go out and spend some more? So I'd love to hear some more creative ideas and share your ideas with me. That would be great. And I'll see you next time, and love you guys.